All right. So tonight I want to talk about these two categories of people. Right? These two categories of people. Orobo and Lepa. Now, for benefit of those who are not Nigerians, what does that even mean? Orobo means chubby, Lepa means slim fit, right? Yeah, so I'm a member of the family. Look like they serve my evening food steady. Right? So for those who are not Nigerians and you're listening to me, you wonder what Orobo and Lepa means. Orobo means chubby, right? And Lepa means slim, thin, right? Skinny. So we want to look at how these body forms, how we see it in fertility, right? And how weight influence fertility. What really matters? What really matters? That is the gist tonight. What really matters? And we're going to be looking at fertility beyond the scale. So much information, so much details. Some of the things you may never have heard before. And I tell you, what you hear tonight will benefit you for years to come. The other day I told you, if you have a child who is in medical school, the things you are learning here, you'll be shocked. More of value than that nonsense they are teaching them in school. Why? Because they're just teaching them to pass exams. But here we're not waiting for exams. It's real life. Alright. Alright, where was I? Let's talk about this. But before we begin, I want to advise those who are trying to conceive. If you're trying to conceive, you want to make sure you go and download my ebook. Go to my bio, go to my profile, you see a link there, tap on it, you see the ebook. So much information that you've never known before is there. Practical measures, I guarantee you. After 6 months, in fact, before the 6 months completes, you would have testified. Right? So that is the book. The Preconception Blueprint is a practical guide to preparing your body, preparing your mind, and your life in general for conception. It's practical, it is a guide, and it is sure to produce what it talks about. So you want to make sure you download it. If you have family, friends, excuse me, who are trying to conceive, and they are confused, and they've been spending hundreds of thousands, please download it and share it with them. And if they would do what it talks about, their life will change. Right? If they will do what is in that book, their life will change. I'm not telling you whether maybe their life will change. I'm telling you that their life will change. Right? Because of so much that was put inside that book. And what did they say? They say if you want to hide good things from some people, what do? You put it in writing so that they're not going to feel it down. So if you are just joining, you're welcome. Let's greet the people in the house. Those who are in the house. Let's greet the people in the house. Hello, Kay. I see you. You're welcome. Mary Eshiet, I see you. Lady G is here. Christy LaBelle, thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. So please tap on your screen, share the live. Martha is here also. Thank you very much. Tap on your screen, share the live, and make sure those who are trying to conceive find us, because this whole gist is for them, right? So let's go straight into our gist tonight, right? Let me see if they will allow me to send out this flare, because they don't like giving it to us. All right, so we're discussing weight and fertility. Orobo and Lekba fertility. That is the gist. That is the gist. Orobo and Lekba fertility. You've never heard this before, I tell you. Idara is here. You've never heard it before. Now, there is a moment many women will reach in this journey, right, where the conversation of fertility will shift away from hormones or scans, right? That shift will land on something very visible. We've talked about hormones. These hormones, this is hormones that I've treated, I've done that. Then that shift will move on to something visible. Maybe it's your weight. Maybe. And when they tell you this, sometimes they tell you so gently and politely, right? Maybe it's your weight. Because nobody wants to offend using the word weight. But I love saying it as it is. Some people like me sometimes will say it bluntly. You're too big, right? And in some cases, some people will just assume some explanation, right? And just like that, the whole focus will move from biology to how much you weigh and how much you do not weigh. Thank you very much, Idara. Thank you. Right? From the biology we were talking about, it now moves to what is your weight, what is not your weight. But here's the problem, really. Right? Here's the problem. Weight is, when they talk about it, they often oversimplify it. When they talk about it with respect to fertility, right? They oversimplify it, right? Is it that they will blame everything about your fertility on the weight, or they'll just forget about it altogether? Whether they are oversimplifying it to blame your fertility problem on weight, or they are not talking about it, but the solution is in between. Don't hammer on it too much and don't ignore it, right? But before the real gist will start, right? I want us to be honest, right? Let us honestly look at this matter. Does weight influence fertility? Does weight influence fertility? Honestly, let's look at it. Well, if you look at it without this emotional attachment, when when you tell somebody, hey, come, you are too overweight, they become offended. Or come, you're too thin, they become offended. But forget about all that emotional stuff, or even social approach to this weight thing. We're going to be looking at it from a biological standpoint, right? Body weight. We're going to be looking at body weight, whether the weight is high or the weight is low. Body weight can affect your fertility. It can. If you are just joining, you're welcome. Tap on your screen, share the live. If you know all my Orobo friends, invite them. Lekpa, invite them too. They are not my friends, but invite them, right? Justice for Lekpa. But they can eat. They don't get body, they can eat. Don't be smart. Anyway, where was I? So I was saying that body weight, both high and low, can affect hormonal balance. Whether you're Orobo or you're Lekpa, that body weight will affect hormonal balance. It will affect ovulation pattern. It will affect egg development. Can you see what is going on with your weight? Even the implantation environment, it can affect it. Whether you are Orobo or you are Lekpa. And by the way, if you are not a Nigerian and you don't know what Orobo or Lekpa means, Orobo is chubby, fat, overweight. Lekpa is thin, slim, bony, right? Right? So all these, both cases will affect all this: egg development, hormonal balance, ovulation pattern, implantation environment. But the good thing is that your weight influences it does not mean that the weight controls it. That is good news, right? Your weight can define fertility, even though it can actually shape it. It will not define it, but it can shape it, right? Your weight can shape fertility, but it cannot define it. There are many other things that we've talked about that defines fertility, like ovulation, right? So weight can shape fertility. So if you are the Orobo gang, just write O in the comment section. If you are Lekpa gang, just write L in the comment section. UK Diamond is here. Hello UK, how are you? Good to see you. Good to see you. You're welcome. So whichever gang you are, just represent your gang by O or R. So if you are not in any gang, just write N. So you are a gangless person. How are you, UK Diamond? So these extremes of weight will do all this to your fertility, right? Which one is brief again, Lady G? Which one is brief? But let's now look at what's really happening beneath the surface. You know, when you look at somebody, you say, this person is chubby. This person is is lekba, right? But let's look at what's going on beneath the surface. Because when we talk about weight in fertility, we're not really talking about the size, right? When you mention orobo, what comes to your mind? When you mention lekba, what comes to your mind? Right? But with respect to fertility, it's not really, we're not really talking about the size. My favorite grandma is here. Hello, Uzi Rosie. You're welcome. Right? Infertility is not the size that would really matter. We're talking about what weight reflects internally, right? What it reflects internally. Weight, that reflection is basically something like hormonal activity. Whether you are big or you are slim, is a reflection of hormonal activities. Is a reflection of your metabolic health, right? It's also a reflection of your insulin function. And in many cases, it reflects your inflammatory state. Can you see what's going on? Because fat, you see this fat tissue, they are not passive. They are hormonally active. Have you heard that it's better not to add fat than trying to remove it? Why? Because fat cells, once created, can never be destroyed. So it's better for it not to even come at all. So it's okay if it cannot be destroyed. Why is it that some people go slim? Well, they go slim because of the conditions are no longer favorable for those fatty cells. So what do they do? They shrink, but they are not destroyed. So when the conditions are right again, what happens? They blow up. And you keep on gymming and gymming and gymming. I don't know what's going on. I'm not cutting down. Ultimately, some people go and do that thing they do, liposuction, to remove fat, belly fat, remove belly fat. Right? Why? Because when fat cells are created, they can never be destroyed. Unless you go and remove it through your liposuction and all this nonsense they do these days, right? So I said all that to say that fat tissues, they are not passive. They don't just, you don't just build them and they are there. No, they are hormonally active. Once those fatty cells are produced, they begin to spit estrogen. So what does estrogen do? Estrogen goes around to influence the formation of more fatty cells. And new fatty cells are formed and continue to spit more estrogen. And this more estrogen goes about creating more fatty cells. And the cycle continues and grow big and big and big and big. Oh boy. Isn't that wonderful? That is so easy to learn. Right? It's so easy to learn. So these fatty tissues are hormonally active. They are created and they continue to produce estrogen. And estrogen leads to creation of more fat cells. Fat cells increase estrogen. Estrogen leads to more fat cells, and so on and so on. Now you see why you are doing everything you know to do, but you are just not going down. Maybe we'll help you tonight, right? But before we get there, Share this life. Share this life. Right? Because some horrible people will be helped tonight. Right? But before we get there, let's look at what changes when the weight is higher. Let's leave Lekpa alone, right? Let's start with my people. Lekpa, go back or overcome front. Right? When the weight is higher, what changes? I'm going to itemize it so that it will be easy for you to remember. Right? Just three important things I will itemize for you. When the weight is higher, look at it look at it this way. Increased body fat can affect fertility. And how it affects fertility is through several pathways. And I'm going to give you three. Right? The first one is estrogen imbalance, like I mentioned earlier. Right? Fat cells produce estrogen. Right? And now when the levels of estrogen become excess, the brain receives a mixed signal. Because I know estrogen, but why is it excess? So the brain is like, whoa, what's going on? And now because of that mixed signal, hello, Ace Luxury, thank you. So because of that mixed signal, ovulation becomes irregular. So those of you that are big, that you're asking me, oh, why is my menstruation irregular? I'm telling you why now. Is that okay? This is why. So that is the first thing. The first thing is estrogen imbalance when your weight is higher. The second thing is insulin resistance. We've talked about that in other, but we're coming back to it again. Insulin resistance. Higher weight is often linked to reduced sensitivity of insulin. Right? So what happens is, as insulin rises, androgen production increases. And as androgen production increases, ovulation becomes more difficult. And this information is especially relevant in PCOS, just like we discussed yesterday and the day before. Right? So, higher weight is linked to insulin insensitivity, because as insulin rises, androgen, that is male hormone production, increases. And as that male hormone production increases, ovulation becomes more difficult. Right? So that is the second thing when your weight is high. The third thing is ovulation is disrupted. Right? Because look at it. The combined hormonal effects, right? Insulin, androgen, estrogen, those can lead to irregular cycle, delayed ovulation, and missed ovulation. So the issue is not just weight, actually. The issue is more of hormonal environment that comes with it. Right? So you are hitting the gym, good. But at least you know what is going on now. Is that okay? If you're here, you understood anything I've said since morning, talk to me. Just type understand. Type understand in the comment section if you understood anything. Thank you for your likes. So that is when your weight is high. The next thing we want to talk about is when the weight is too low. Lekpa confront. Oromo, please go back. When the weight is too low, to the point that you can blow them breathe and they fall down. Lekpa should not come for me, I don't do. Don't come for me, I'm just telling the truth. Right? So when the weight is too low, this is the other side of the story. Right? And this low weight is often ignored. But again, it's as important as Orobo. Right? And some say they have an occupation called modeling. Really? Well, it's good for the money, but what does it do to your fertility? So I'm telling you now, so that when you now start trying to conceive, you are wondering what's going on. I'm telling you what's going on. And sometimes the people that try to help may not be addressing the real issue. They may just be bombarding you with medications to force your system to produce results. And I don't think that is nice. I don't think that is nice. You know what is wrong. So I'm talking about Lekpa people. Right? Now listen. Very low weight or body fat, right? When your body fat is very low or you have very low weight, it suppresses hormone production. Yeah, that is the first thing. It reduces estrogen levels and it shuts down ovulation. It shuts down ovulation. In fact, the body, right, essentially interprets your situation as it is not safe for reproduction. Remember, I actually put this in the book, right? So much details there. You know what the body does? The body have to choose between reproduction and survival. So in the life of a Lekpa person, the body would rather choose to keep the person alive than to make the person have a baby, right? Because the body say, oh, there's not enough energy, so let's use this energy to keep this person alive than to channel the energy to the ovaries and start having babies. That's what the body does. You need to read this book, The Preconception Blueprint. You need to read it. The things I put there, you will never know. You never know. I tell you. So when you are thin, Mr. Tabs is here. Right? So when you are thin, hormone production is suppressed. When you are thin, estrogen levels are reduced. Good evening, Mr. Tabs. Welcome. Even ovulation is shut down because the body doesn't think that you should be having baby. The body would rather use that energy to make you survive because you too thin. That's what I'm telling you. I said that in this book, so go and grab the book, right? Go and download it. Because the body essentially interprets your state of lekpaciousness. This is how the body think of you. Your own body, this is how we think of you. You say this is not safe, or this is not a safe time for reproduction. Right? So what happens? Your cycle may become irregular because the body is trying to say no. We don't want to start baby. Either it's irregular or it's absent. So if you know a lekpacious individual, right, who is having issues with menstruation, irregular menses, they are not ovulating and all that, go and tell them, I said, this is their problem. It is not a defect. It's not as if they have a defect. It is the body trying to protect them so that they don't go by, right? Oh boy. You'll be amazed what's going on in this body. When you are too thin, when you are underweight, the body will do all its best to keep you alive. And what does that mean? It will suspend reproduction until now you are gaining some weight. Your menses will now return and the cycle becomes regular and you are now ready. The body knows when you are ready. Or you say you want to continue being a model and you also want to be a mother, can't take Mugusi. Right. It's a trade-off. But again, you will not be told. You will not be told. So, but I'm telling you, that is the reason why you are still struggling as a lekpacious baby. And you cannot conceive yet, right? Oh boy. All right. So let's go to the next thing. So we've talked about Orobo people, what happens in Orobo. We talk about what happens as a lekpa. So let's move on to the next thing. Now let's talk about the middle ground. Those people that are in the middle ground, where fertility function, right? The middle between Orobo and Lekpa. That is where fertility functions. It is not an extreme. It's not in the extreme. Even though it's not perfect, right? Of course, there are some of you that still needs to work on your weight, right? But it's not a perfection thing. But it's actually a state where your hormones are stable, right? Your ovulation is consistent, even though you are still but you're not up there. And metabolism in this in between is functioning properly, right? This is why two people with the same weight can have completely different fertility experience. They can, right? They can. The reason is because it is not just the number. So I weigh 100, you weigh 100. No, that's not the idea. It is how the body is functioning at that weight of 100. And it definitely is not functioning the same. If you are here, you have not dropped a heart me, you can grab coins from the treasure box and drop a heart me. Is that okay? So it's not that the two of us are weighing 100 or 120. No. It is how the body is functioning at that number. and certainly is not functioning the same for two individuals. Now let's take one or two steps backward into that PCOS we talked about last week and this week. Right? Now, you see, in PCOS, right, weight and fertility are often connected. But not in the way that people assume, right? Some women with PCOS will gain weight easily. Others will remain lean, thin, but still have hormonal imbalance, right? So it's not because you are thin that you will not have hormonal PCOS, no. There is a weight aspect of PCOS. So I just said that to say that somebody may gain weight easily in PCOS situation, while some may be slim but still have hormonal imbalance, because weight can worsen with insulin resistance. Remember androgen, yes, androgen levels. To make ovulation more difficult, but it's not always the root cause. Why? Because PCOS is not caused by weight or weight gain, but weight can influence how it behaves because of the things we've mentioned so far, right? So if you are just joining, you're welcome. Tap on your screen, share the live. So you don't want to blame your weight alone in this discussion. You don't want to blame your weight alone, right? You know, some people will be told that just lose weight and everything will be fine. Please lose weight too, but that is not the only issue. There's so much to consider. Fertility is not as simple as lose weight. There's more, right? Because you can lose weight and still not ovulate. You can be overweight and still conceive. You can be slim and still struggle with fertility. So focusing on only weight can actually delay the real answer. Don't focus on that thing alone. That's why throughout the year we'll be giving you blow by blow every bit and pieces of anything that could have affected your fertility. So that's why you don't want to miss the live stream, right? Something matters more than weight. Something matters more than weight. So instead of you asking, what do I weigh? Yeah, I think the better question would be, how is my body functioning? Right? Because you can weigh 100 plus and your body is functioning just all right. You can weigh 80 and your body is in crisis, right? You want to find out, am I ovulating? When you talk about fertility, these are the issues that matters. Am I ovulating? Is my cycle regular? Are my hormones balanced? Is insulin playing any role in this matter at all? Because these are the drivers of fertility. Right? So, somebody asked the question that can weight change when your weight is adjusted? Can weight change improve fertility? The fastest answer to that question is yes. That's why I'm telling you, watch your weight. Watch your weight. But the problem I have, especially my friends or rubber people, right? I'm on your case today. When they gym for 1 hour, they will first go and eat amala, one full pot, right? Then sleep for another 5 hours. How do you cut down weight like that? How do you cut down weight like that? Now, if weight discussion offends you, please get out of the live stream. It's not for you. I'm talking of those who are trying to conceive and are willing to do what it takes. Not out of ignorance, but with knowledge, right? With knowledge. So yes, weight, the change in weight can actually improve fertility. Yes, it can, right? Modest reduction can actually improve ovulation, right? Even the modest reduction can improve hormonal balance. Hormone can become more stable when you cut your weight down modestly, and the cycle becomes regular, right? So it's not about drastic change. Don't go to the gym and say, I'm weighing 150. I want to cut down to 80. I don't send you that message, right? Don't do that. Don't do that. Because it's all about slow, steady, gradual, consistent change in weight, not drastic change, right? And by the way, it's not everyone that need the weight loss. Not everyone will even benefit from that weight loss equally the same way. So you cannot use, because you and your neighbor seem to be heavy D's, right? So therefore you must hit the gym with your neighbor. Your metabolic system does not work the same way. All right? So the first thing I want to ask those of us that are here tonight, how many of you know your BMI? Talk to me in the comment section. If you don't know your BMI, it's time to close the live stream and go. I want to go and sleep. How many of you in the live stream know your BMI? Maybe I will use this one to end. Nobody knows their BMI. BMI 29. You need to cut it down. You need to go down. You need to go 4 paces down. Not drastically anyway, but you need to work on it slow, steady, consistently. 25, you are borderline normal. Just 1 or 2 kg will sit you comfortably. Yeah. And if you don't know what BMI is, well, I think I've talked about it before, but this is the reason why BMI is important, right? BMI gives you an idea, because some people are bothered. Women, I just like Una. Some people are just bothered how big they are. That is not the problem, right? The real issue is how much of your fat distribution compensates with your height. That is where BMI comes into the picture, right? You can be tall and big, yet your BMI is within normal, right? You can be brief. They say we should be nice. They say we should be nice, so let me be nice. You can be brief and big, and your BMI is over the roof. Why? Because how much of your fat distribution compensates with your height. That's what makes you healthy. It's not because you feel like there's one fold here, you want to go and cut it down. No. So don't go and be killing yourself. Just understand what your BMI is and you're good, right? And stay healthy. All right, so I won't understand that. And if you don't know what it is, just go to there's BMI calculator on Google. You can go there, just type BMI calculator. Calculate it. Measure your height, measure your weight, calculate it. And you'll be amazed. You'll be amazed how that will help you a great deal. Right? Anyway. Now, the reason why I'm emphasizing this is because of the psychological trap that comes with weight. Right? You see, weight-related advice can create pressure. Right? For example, now, I just said all your robots are my friends and Lekpa are not my friends. Just imagine what that can do to somebody who is a Lekpa. No, all you need is just 1 unit down. The moment you are 24, you're okay. 24.5, you're good. Right? So that's what I'm saying. So, weight-related fertility advice can create pressure. Right? Especially Orobo people. They're always concerned about how does this fit me? How do I look? How do I I love these people. Always cautious. Right? And such advice creates, when you begin to advise that way, it creates guilt. For some, am I not doing enough? Or is it even my fault? It creates guilt and frustration. Right? Especially when they are doing everything they need to do and the results don't come immediately. Please don't be looking for immediate results. Do not say, okay, because I talked about it today, you're going to hit the gym, then next week you're going to get a result. That is not how to go about it. You go wound yourself. Right? This is what you should have at the back of your mind. Let me tell you one truth. I hope you know that biology does not respond well to decisions that you made out of stress. Right? No. You don't say, okay, I'm going to cut down my weight. I'm going to go cut down my weight. That's out of stress. No. What biology responds to is commitment, consistency, effort. Right? You don't go and carry 300 and something kg, lift it up to 20 times every day because you want to cut down your weight. No! Passive walk around the streets. Passive treadmill activities. Day by day. And change of habits is the solution. Not this vigorous thing because you want to make sure this fold disappear, that fold disappear. Leave her like that. We Africans, we like her like that. So I'm speaking for those people who love Orobo. So if you don't like Orobo, stay one side. Right? Where was I? So slow, consistent effort every day and change of lifestyle. You cannot put up all that effort and end up eating junks? When are you going to start cooking your own food? When are you going to start eating organic? When will veggies and good meal come into your plate? When? The moment I'm done now, somebody is just eyeing one but do not be guilty. Do not put yourself under pressure. That's what I'm trying to say, right? Do not put yourself. So the goal is not for you to punish yourself, right? The goal is to support, right? And I hope, because I don't go to the gym, right? All I just need to do is to eat good food and my biceps will come up, right? So I hope that those people in the gym are actually helping you correctly. I hope. But I don't go there, so I don't know what they do. I hope they do, right? Because if you understand your health, if you understand how this thing works, biology, some of these places you don't need them. Hi, good evening, Mary J is here. Good evening, Mary J. How was the day? Good to see you. Right? I hope those guys in the gym are helping you correctly. Don't put stress on yourself. Right? Slow, steady, consistent, little effort here, little effort there, and change your lifestyle. That is what will work. Right? They're helping a lot, right? Oh, good. Thank God they are helping. Thank God they are helping. And it's not everywhere you will have to drive to, right? It's not everywhere that you have to drive to. Sometimes you just take a walk, right? The way I prepare to lash or over people today, but I just remember, say, oh, I love those people, so I don't want to be hard on them tonight. Otherwise, I'd already carry Oraimo code. Maya, you want scatter table? Maya want to scatter table. I beg you, I don't do. Maya, you want to scatter table? Are you sure? Are you telling me the truth? Well, man, no day. I don't even go there. All I just need to do is to eat good food and my muscle. Just that I don't have 6-pack. I only have 1-pack, right? Thank God I don't go there, so I don't know what's going on. But if you are going to the gym, make sure you don't go and you don't force your weight down suddenly. It will affect your health. Slow, steady, committed effort. These are things that can help. Is that okay? Right? All right. So the goal is to support. Now, instead of you to see weight as a problem, right? I want you to see it as a signal of internal balance. Something is going on inside of you. Of course, if you begin to add weight, something is going on inside of you. If you begin to lose weight, something is going on inside of you. Right? So see it as a signal. Good evening, Queen Love. Right? Also, see your weight as a modifiable factor. It's not a fixed barrier. And that's the reason why people put so much pressure on themselves, that this mountain must be removed. This problem must be removed. I give myself a target of 6 months. The target is good, but it's not, no be Israel and Iran war, right? Right? So calm down. Because fertility is not just one dimension. That you cut down your weight does not mean that you become pregnant tomorrow. There's more to fertility. But in this weight matter, check it out. If you are Orobo, my people, cut down. If you are Lekpa, not my people, but I like you like that, add weight. So that the problem of irregular menstruation and ovulation problem will go away, because you no get bone. Your body is begging you for survival. Missy F is here. Instead of your body to give you a baby, it will rather save that energy for your survival. You cannot be bony and say you want to born pikin. Which pikin? Where go see am? So if weight, right? If weight has come up in your fertility journey, maybe you've been seeing your doctor, and one of the things they mentioned to you is you need to watch your weight, right? Don't reduce that situation to just your number. You say, okay, my weight is 150. I'm trying to cut down to 80. No, don't reduce it to just numbers. Just understand, you have to look deeper into the issue. Ask yourself, even in this my 150, what is my ovulation pattern? Right? What do my hormones show? Is my metabolism supporting or disrupting my cycle? So that by the time you hit the gym, you are doing it with knowledge, from a place of understanding. Coffee is here. Good evening. From a place of knowledge, from a place of intention. You are intentional about it. That way, you begin to see that it's even adding to your overall well-being. Your weight is going down and your cycle resumes. All that, you don't even need any medication for it. Right? No, leave this tablet thing. Oh God. Oh. One of the problem I have is with people is they are looking for what to take. Don't take anything. Just do the one I just. I was saying that you should be asking yourself, is my metabolism supporting or disrupting my cycle? Because once you understand all these things I'm saying, your approach becomes clearer and more effective, right? So weight matters in your fertility. Yes, it does. But not in a way that most people think. Now, it's not judgment. We're not judging you. By the way, am I judging you? I love my Orobo people like that. Right? So it's not judgment. It's not a verdict, right? It's part of the conversation that your body is having internally, and that's what's being expressed in your size, right? And when you learn to interpret this conversation correctly, you stop fighting your body, right? And you start working with it to produce the results. Before you know, twins could just drop left and right. All right. So if you have a question or two, please send your request, come up. Let's talk.